All right, get ready because today we're diving headfirst into the world of AI-powered salons. We're talking all about Salon AI, this system that's promising to revolutionize the way salons operate. Have you ever just wished your salon could run itself? Well, this
Yeah.
might be the closest thing yet. We've got a whole bunch of marketing materials and app descriptions to go through. So let's see if Salon AI really lives up to all the hype, right?
Yeah, it's really interesting how AI is finding its way into every part of our lives now,
Hmm.
even into, creative spaces like salons. We tend to think of salons as spaces for, that personal touch and artistry. But there's so much going on behind the scenes that could really use a tech upgrade.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Salon owners have to juggle so many things: appointments, staff, inventory, marketing. It's like a full on circus act back there. So, Salon AI comes in with these five core apps: scheduling, client management, marketing, inventory, and reporting, all powered by AI, and they're all promising to streamline those crazy operations.
And the key thing here is how Salon AI uses data to make everything run more smoothly and efficiently. Like, take scheduling, for example. Instead of receptionists trying to fit everyone in manually, Salon AI's intelligent scheduling analyzes past data to optimize appointments. It minimizes those awkward gaps you get in the day and even suggests the best stylist for each client based on their history and what they like.
Whoa, hold on. So it's like having this super organized robot receptionist who knows everyone's favorite stylist and can just magically predict when you need a touch up. Where do I sign up?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And it goes way beyond just keeping things organized. Salon AI is designed to boost those super important client relationships too.
Yeah, because let's be real, we all love it when our stylist remembers us and our weird hair quirks.
Exactly. Salon AI keeps track of those detailed client profiles. Everything from contact info and service history to those little details, like if you prefer herbal tea or coffee with 2 sugars.
Okay, so it's like having a little black book, but instead of all the juicy gossip, it's filled with beauty secrets and preferences. That's way more useful, to be honest.
It really is all about using that information to make the whole client experience better. Imagine walking into a salon and they know your name, your usual style. They even have your favorite products ready for you.
Now, that's what I call personalized service. And I'm guessing all this data also plays into those data-driven decisions they keep mentioning in their materials.
Absolutely. Salon AI is all about helping salons make smarter decisions. It can analyze sales data to predict what products will be selling out, automate reordering so you never run out of that must-have hairspray. It can even help you target the right clients with personalized marketing.
Okay, this is sounding less like a robot receptionist and more like a full-on business partner. But let's break it down. What do these individual apps actually do? Give us the secret sauce.
Well, each app focuses on a specific part of salon management, but they all work together to create a seamless system. Think of it as a well-coordinated team of digital assistants, each with their own area of expertise.
I like that, the team analogy. So let's start with the scheduling app. What makes it so special?
Imagine this. You're a stylist, completely swamped on a Saturday. No more frantically flipping through that old appointment book. Salon AI is like having a digital assistant whispering in your ear. Next up is Mrs. Jones for a color touch-up, and she loves her coffee with 2 sugars.
I can already feel my stress levels going down, so no more double bookings or frantic calls trying to reschedule at the last minute.
Exactly. Plus, think of all the time saved by not having to manually enter appointments or decipher messy handwriting. It lets everyone focus on what they do best, making clients feel pampered and look their best.
Right, because no amount of AI can replace that human touch when it comes to actually cutting, coloring, and styling hair. Okay, what about the client management app? Tell me it lives up to all the hype.
Oh, this is where Salon AI really shines when it comes to personalization. It creates in-depth profiles for every client, tracks everything from their basic contact info to a detailed history of their appointments, services, product purchases, and even feedback they've given. It's like having a treasure trove of client insights right there at your fingertips.
So, like that little black book idea, but way more sophisticated and less likely to get you into trouble, right?
Precisely. But it's not about snooping on people. It's about using that information to create a really personalized experience. Knowing a client always gets a certain haircut or prefers a specific stylist lets you anticipate their needs and make them feel like a VIP.
You're speaking my language. I love those little details. It's what makes you feel like a valued client, not just another number.
Okay, what about the marketing app? I know a lot of salons struggle with getting the word out and finding new clients, especially these days with everything being so digital. That's where the marketing automation app comes in. It's like having a dedicated marketing team, but without the huge cost. Think automated email or text campaigns that welcome new clients, send reminders for appointments, or even wish them a happy birthday with a special offer.
Oh, that's smart. But what about salons that want to do more advanced marketing, like targeting certain demographics or running social media campaigns?
Salon AI can do that too. It helps you personalize messages based on what clients like. You can segment your audience to target specific groups with custom promotions. And it even integrates with social media for seamless scheduling and posting.
Wow, it sounds like this one app could replace like a bunch of different marketing tools.
Okay, I'm starting to see why people are excited about this. But let's be honest. Inventory isn't exactly the most glamorous part of running a salon. How does Salon AI make that less of a headache? That's where the inventory app comes in clutch. It's not just about keeping track of what you have. It's about predicting what you'll need before you even know it. Imagine this. You open the app and it says, hey, based on your upcoming appointments, you're going to run out of that blonde toner next week. Want to automatically reorder it.
Okay, but what about those like nightmare inventory situations? You're in the middle of a haircut, reach for the color, and empty tube. Disaster, right? How does Salon AI prevent that from happening?
That's exactly what it's designed to prevent. No more last-minute runs to the beauty supply store or disappointing clients because you're out of their favorite product. The app tracks your stock levels all the time and tells you when something is running low. You can even set up automatic reordering so you don't have to worry about placing orders manually. It's like having a mind-reading stock assistant who keeps you one step ahead.
Okay, you've convinced me. But what if a salon wants to be more strategic with their inventory? Can it help them figure out which products are selling best and make better purchasing decisions?
Definitely. The app analyzes product usage so salons can accurately predict what they'll need. It helps them avoid overstocking, identify the most popular products, and make sure they're investing in the right inventory. It takes all the guesswork out of inventory management and makes it a data-driven process.
That's amazing. That kind of insight can really make a difference to a salon's bottom line.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about scheduling, client management, marketing, and inventory. What about reporting and analytics? What does that app do?
This is where Salon AI puts on its financial analyst hat. This app gives you a super clear picture of how your business is performing. Think reports on everything: revenue, expenses, client behavior, and staff performance. You can even customize dashboards to track the specific metrics that matter most to your goals.
So no more guessing games about how the salon is doing. You can actually see the numbers, make informed decisions, and track your progress.
Exactly. It's like having a personal CFO who crunches all the numbers and helps you make strategic decisions based on real data.
Okay, so we've got these 5 powerful apps, all working together to streamline operations, enhance client experiences, and boost profits. It sounds like a dream come true for any salon owner. But is Salon AI a one-size-fits-all solution? What if a salon already has its own systems set up?
That's a great question. One of the best things about Salon AI is how flexible it is. It's designed to integrate with existing salon management tools, so you don't have to get rid of your whole system and start from scratch.
Wait, so you're saying I can pick and choose which Salon AI apps I want to use and connect them to my current software?
Yeah.
No messy tech overhauls or data migration nightmares?
Exactly. You can make your current setup even better without any major disruptions. It's all about making the transition as easy as possible.
Oh, that's a relief. But what about salons that are just starting out? Do they need to have all these fancy systems already in place to use Salon AI?
Not at all. For new startups or even self-employed beauty professionals, Salon AI can be a complete standalone management system.
So a solo stylist could use this to manage their whole business. Bookings, marketing, expenses, the whole shebang.
Absolutely. It's like having a digital assistant who's dedicated to helping your business succeed, whether you're a one-person show or a multi-location salon.
That's pretty incredible. It sounds like Salon AI is trying to appeal to a really wide range of businesses in the beauty industry.
Yeah, they specifically talk about salon owners, freelancers, and new startups as their target audience. They want to be the go-to solution for anyone who wants to use AI to streamline their salon operations.
Okay, this is all sounding really promising, but I want to see some real-world proof. Do they have any evidence that this system actually works? I'm always a little skeptical when it comes to these big tech promises.
They do. In fact, they highlight 2 case studies that show how much of an impact Salon AI can have. The first one focuses on client retention, which is a big challenge for a lot of salons.
Ooh, that's a big one. Tell me more. I'm all ears.
All right, let's get down to business. Do these promises actually hold up in real life? They've got these 2 case studies that are pretty interesting. One salon was able to significantly increased their client retention. This is a mid-sized salon. They started using Salon AI's personalized engagement tools, and in 6 months, they saw a 25% increase in repeat appointments.
Wow, 25%. That's a huge jump. Clients must have really noticed the
Oh,
difference.
yeah, they did. Clients loved how easy it was to book online, the custom promotions, and just the overall feeling that the salon really got what they wanted.
Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to see how powerful this whole personalized approach can be. It's not just about fancy technology, right? It's about making clients feel like they matter, like you actually get them.
Exactly.
What about that second case study? What was that one about?
So this one was about a really busy salon in the city that was having trouble, like, making the most of their staff's time. They used Salon AI's intelligent scheduling, and they were able to cut down on idle staff time by a crazy 40%.
40%. That's like finding an extra day in the week. I bet the staff was pretty happy about that.
Oh, I'm sure they were. And get this, that boost in efficiency also led to a 15% increase in their total revenue. And that was just in the first 3 months of using the system.
Okay, now those are some serious results. Less wasted time, happier clients, and more money coming in. It's like a win-win-win situation. But let's step back for a second. How do you think Salon AI might change the whole beauty industry? This feels like it could be bigger than just one system, you know?
That's a great question. And honestly, I think we're just starting to understand what AI can do in this industry. One thing we might see is that it kind of levels the playing field. Smaller salons and stylists who work on their own, they might not have the money to hire a whole team. But now they can use AI to compete with the bigger, more established businesses.
So it's like giving everyone access to these really powerful tools, no matter how big they are or how much money they have. It's pretty amazing when you think about it.
Exactly. And all this competition could lead to a lot more innovation in the industry because salons will have to try even harder to offer those personalized, cutting-edge experiences that keep clients coming back. We might see a whole new wave of creativity and specialization.
I can already picture it. Salons with AI-powered color labs or virtual reality styling stations. It sounds like something out of a movie, but it also feels like it's going to happen sooner or later.
Yeah, it's a really exciting time to be in the beauty industry, that's for sure. But in all this talk about technology, we can't forget about the human side of things. Do you think AI will eventually replace the need for human stylists altogether? That's the question everyone's asking, right?
Yeah, I mean, AI can analyze your hair type and maybe
Yeah.
even suggest a haircut. But can it really replicate that personal touch? Like the stylist's intuition and their ability to create a look that really captures your individual style?
I think that's the key difference. AI can analyze data and make predictions, but it doesn't have that human touch, the creativity and artistry that are so important to being a good stylist. Good stylist doesn't just cut hair. They understand your personality, your lifestyle, even your mood. They create a look that makes you feel confident and amazing.
And let's be real, going to the salon is about so much more than just getting your hair done. It's a social thing, a chance to relax, talk to your stylist, maybe even catch up on some gossip. It's a form of self-care and connection that AI just can't replace.
Exactly. So instead of replacing stylists, I think AI will actually become a tool that makes their skills even better. It will help them give even more personalized and amazing services. It's about collaboration, not replacement.
So it's like giving stylists a superpower. They can let AI handle all the things that can be automated, which frees them up to focus on the creative and personal side of their work. They become more like artists and less like administrators.
I love that analogy. And that collaboration could lead to a whole new era of personalized beauty, where technology and human expertise work together to create these really unique and transformative experiences for clients.
I like the sound of that. But like with any new technology, there are always potential downsides, right? What are some of the challenges or concerns that might come up as AI becomes a bigger part of the beauty industry? We need to look at both sides of the coin here.
Well, one worry is that some jobs might be lost. If AI can do things that humans used to do, there's a risk that some people could lose their jobs. It's something the industry needs to think about and plan for, maybe by focusing on training people for new roles that require those uniquely human skills.
That makes sense. We need to make sure that everyone benefits from these changes, not just the tech companies. What other concerns are there?
Another challenge is making sure AI is used in a responsible and ethical way. We need to be careful about things like data privacy, algorithmic bias, and the potential for people to misuse it. Companies like Salon AI need to be open about how they're using client data, and they need to make fairness and inclusivity a priority in their algorithms.
Yeah, those are really important points. We don't want to end up with a beauty industry that's run by algorithms, or one that just keeps reinforcing the same old biases. It's about using AI to give people more power, not to control them.
Absolutely. And finally, we have to think about how this might affect the relationship between clients and stylists. If AI takes over too many of the things that used to connect stylists and their clients, it could make the whole experience feel less personal, more like just a transaction.
Right. We don't want to lose that feeling of trust and connection that grows between a stylist and their client over time. It's a big part of what makes going to the salon so special.
Exactly. It's a good reminder that even though AI can be super powerful, it's important to use it in a way that strengthens human connection, not weakens it. It's all about finding the right balance.
I think that's a really important takeaway from our deep dive into Salon AI. It's not about technology versus humans. It's about finding that sweet spot where technology helps both salon professionals and their clients, but also keeps those essential elements of human connection and creativity that make the beauty industry so unique.
Well said. And as we move into the final part of our deep dive, we'll talk about how Salon AI is tackling these challenges and what steps they're taking to make sure their technology is used ethically and responsibly.
This is where it gets really interesting. Stay tuned for part 3, where we'll dig into the ethical stuff and what all this means for the future of AI in salons. Okay, so we're back and ready to wrap up our deep dive into Salon AI. We've looked at all the features, the potential benefits, even some of the challenges. But now let's talk about the ethical side of things. Can AI really be a force for good in the beauty industry? Or are we like heading towards some kind of Black Mirror episode where robots are running our salons?
Yeah, that's a question a lot of people have. And I think the answer really depends on how we decide to use and develop these technologies.
Yeah.
To their credit, Salon AI seems to be taking these concerns pretty seriously. They talk a lot about data privacy, algorithmic fairness, and using AI responsibly in their marketing materials.
Okay, so they're saying all the right things, but are they actually doing it? What specific steps are they taking to address these issues?
Well, one key area is data privacy. They really emphasize that clients have control over their own data. They can choose what information they share, and they have the right to access, change, or delete their data whenever they want.
So it's not like you're signing over your whole digital life just to book a haircut.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about being transparent and giving users control over their own information. They also talk about the issue of algorithmic bias. They acknowledge that AI systems can actually reinforce existing biases if they're not designed and monitored carefully.
Yeah, because the last thing we want is AI deciding who gets the best stylist or the most personalized promotions based on some outdated algorithm. That wouldn't be very fair or inclusive.
I agree. And Salon AI says they're using diverse data sets and rigorous testing to try and minimize bias in their algorithms. They also say they're committed to ongoing monitoring and adjustments to make sure things stay fair and accurate.
Okay, that's good to hear. But what about the big question everyone's thinking about? What happens to all the human workers if AI can automate so many tasks?
That's definitely a valid concern, and it's one that Salon AI doesn't ignore. They don't see AI as something that will eliminate jobs. Instead, they see it as a chance for stylists to learn new skills and focus on the more creative and specialized parts of their work.
So instead of replacing stylists, AI could actually help them move into more advanced roles, like becoming beauty consultants or even artists.
Exactly. AI could handle the routine tasks like scheduling, inventory management, and basic client communication. That would free up stylists to really focus on what they're good at: personalized consultations, creating custom looks, and building those relationships with their clients.
I love that idea. It's like AI is taking care of all the business stuff so that stylists can focus on the art of beauty. But even with all these safeguards, there's still this feeling of, I don't know, unease about technology taking over more and more of our lives. Will we lose that human connection that makes going to the salon so special?
It's a good question to think about. But I personally believe that technology and human connection don't have to be enemies. In fact, AI could make those connections even stronger by giving stylists more time and information to really understand what their clients want and need.
So it's not about getting rid of human interaction. It's about making those interactions more meaningful and personal.
Precisely. AI can be a really powerful tool for building stronger relationships between stylists and their clients. It can help stylists remember all those little details that make clients feel valued. It can give stylists insights that help them create truly personalized experiences. And it can free up time for those real conversations and connections that are so important to the whole salon experience.
This has been such an interesting deep dive. We've covered so much, from the specific features of Salon AI to what it all means for the beauty industry and even society as a whole. What are some of the key things you hope listeners will take away from this conversation?
Well, first of all, I hope they see that AI isn't just some sci-fi thing. It's real, it's changing fast,
Yeah.
and it has the power to transform industries like the beauty industry in some pretty big ways.
Yeah, and it's not about robots taking over the world. It's about figuring out how to use AI to make humans better at what they do and create new opportunities.
Exactly. But we need to be aware of the potential downsides, too, and take steps to avoid them. We need to make sure that AI is developed and used in an ethical and responsible way, with a focus on fairness, transparency, and the well-being of everyone involved.
It's a good reminder that technology is just a tool. And like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad. It's up to us to decide how we want to use AI and make sure it helps us, not hurts us.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with one last thing to think about. AI is becoming a part of our lives, whether we like it or not. But the question is, will we use it to create a future that's more personal, empowering, and focused on people? Or will we let it chip away at the things that make us human?
That's a choice we all have to make. And the future of the beauty industry, maybe even the future of our society, depends on the answers we find.
That's a powerful thought to end on. Remember, everyone, the future is in our hands. Let's use AI wisely and create a world where beauty and technology work together to make our lives better. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Salon AI. We'll see you next time on the Deep Dive, where we'll explore another fascinating topic and dig into the ideas that are shaping our world.